Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching again today. This video is for Thursday, the 13th, and this is asking buyers good questions. So I want to tell you a little story. I mean, there's so many different things that you could ask a buyer. I'm not going to go line item by line item, like how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what kind of neighborhood. Do you want a main street? You want a backyard? All could go on and on. And many agents know those questions. So I'm going to go a little bit more of training in things of how often you should re-ask the same questions to make sure they are still know what they want, if that makes some sense. So let me tell you a quick story. One of my first clients, that buyers that I ever had, I remember, oh my gosh, let me just tell you about a crazy time in our market. It's really crazy. You're not going to believe this. Is that 30 years ago, or say 29 years ago, 28 years ago, whenever, it was one of my first clients, buyers, that there were so many houses on the market, we had to narrow it down. So they were looking for a certain price range and 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, and we had to narrow it down. There's so many properties on the market. I would have had to show them like 50 properties. And this is a market. Okay, I'm going to go off on a tangent here. This is a market where you had to ask buyers the right questions, or they would want to see every house. Also, sorry to date myself here, 30 years in real estate. This is before the internet. So all we had was MLS with no pictures, and we had a book, but we had an MLS system, but no pictures in there, and a dot matrix printer, if you don't know what that is. But and if it was a picture, it was one picture. So we had to actually go show them that if they want to see every house, we had to go physically there, which would take forever. And at the same time, if agents didn't ask the right questions during that time, we're seeing all these properties over a couple weeks, because we could always go back because there was more inventory than buyers, and new houses were coming on the market. It's like going to a restaurant and you can't decide what to eat because they're putting on new items on the menu. That's kind of how it felt, and it will be that way someday, I promise you. Don't know exactly when that's going to be, though. So you have to ask the buyers the right question so you know what houses to show them, but also you have to ask them questions, digging questions on why. Like this example is someone they were looking for a house. They didn't want to be on a main street. Very adamant about that. No main street. So I didn't even show them any properties on even close to a main street because they didn't want the traffic. I thought they didn't want a traffic. Again, main street. It was just didn't want to be on a main street. So I didn't show them any properties that were on a main street or near a main street. Yeah, I was showing other properties. Then I get a call. Luckily, she at least called me and said, hey, I drove by this house on so-and-so street. Why haven't you shown me this house? And I said, I'm sorry, that is a main street. You said you were adamant about no main streets. I said, well, the reason what I meant by no main street, she said, this one, the driveway's on the side street, the house is facing the front. I just didn't want to have to drive out of a driveway on a main street. Also, I didn't want to be on Main Street because I like when I have company over, I don't want them to be in a driveway because I remember her mentioning, hey, my parents lived on a main street. It was always a hassle during the holidays and things, people coming in, parking, moving out, and everybody shifting cars on a main street. But this one is on a corner of a side street and a main street. So people could park on the side street and still come to my house, but the house is technically on the main street. I learned right away, you have to ask why. Why do they want 3 bedrooms? Why do they want 4 bedrooms? Why do they want 2.5 baths? Why do they want to not be on, why they don't want to be on a main street? Why? Ask those questions. So the important question is that you're allowed to ask why, because they don't do this all the time, and there's might be something different. I want a backyard. Why do you want a backyard? Just some question. Why do you want a backyard? Well, I have kids. They want to play. I like to example, backyard, two different things. I have kids that want to play. That's their main reason. Two, someone says, no, I don't, I want a backyard because I want to build, have enough room for a garden, and I have a dog that runs around, and I want to let him out in the middle of the night. And then again, kids who want to play. Example, I've seen this, that like, how about you have a house, but very little to no backyard, but guess what? 2 doors over, or right around the corner, or even in the backyard on the other side, is a park. Wow, even better. You have a huge backyard with actually a park, and you don't even have to take care of that lawn. Wow, that's great. Again, if someone says, I want to build a garden, can't do it on the public park, or can't, I like to take my dog for a walk, but if they want a big backyard where their dog could run around in their fenced-in yard without them being watched, that's a different story. So you have to ask why you need that, so example, I mean, different style houses. Someone says, well, I would like 4 bedrooms. Like, well, why do you want 4 bedrooms? Well, I need this, and then at office. Well, I'd like 2 or 3, need at least 3. 4th would be nice someday, because we would like to have another child. We like someone might move in with us, but that 4th one is down the road. Again, they said they want 4 bedrooms. Oh, down the road. Well, maybe we could find a house that above a garage is unfinished, but it's 3 bedrooms. They could build, and it's optional to build another bedroom. Or does that 4th one have to be upstairs, or can it be in the basement as like a guest room basement? Oh, that could be nice too. So you could search 3-bedroom houses, and with the optional finished basement that has that. So again, I could go on and again, but ask questions on why. Think of all those things, that the reason why, and no matter what they say, definitely need to be this, that. Still just need to know why, because there might be some ways that houses that might be okay with you that don't have those things now, right? Someone says, I need this, a finished basement. Like someone says, I 100% need a finished basement. Well, what happens if we find the perfect house? All these great houses have a finished basement, but the upstairs doesn't matter, but the upstairs is perfect for you, and the basement is unfinished. Do you want me to still show you those, just in case you want to finish it yourself someday? When they go, oh, well, yes. Now, again, that's why I said the story before, was because sometimes in this market, you're showing them everything almost. If someone wants a city in this price range, there might be 2 houses on the market, 3. You just show them everything. You don't even have to worry about asking lots of questions. We're getting lazy because we're showing them everything that's on the market on there. But if somebody is coming at you with in an area or a city, or if some people just go, I need a whatever size house this way, I'm just looking east side. I'm like, well, you got to narrow it down. Why are you so open to every city on the east side? Is there some specific you're looking for? Well, if I see it, I'll know it. Well, then that's a lot of my opinion, my showings, sitting down with them or Zoom with them which is great about today's technology in Zoom, and all the pictures and let's do a virtual showings of all these houses in different cities. We'll go through pictures, we'll discuss them, we'll go Google Maps, we'll do satellites, seeing things around there, and then we'll get in our cars and meet us there. And see if they're open to that. So that's the point, because lately I've been very busy giving coaching and helping agents, because I got this buyer, I got that buyer, and not finding them anything, and there's nothing on the market. Maybe we'll, I said, ask them questions. Maybe they don't want to be, they could be in the next city over. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that they didn't know that that city is still part of the same school system. Oh, you didn't ask questions. I want to be example. There in our area, in my area where I live in Mayfield area. Mayfield school systems. Several surrounding cities are in the Mayfield school system. Sometimes people move into the area, don't know that. They think they have to be in Mayfield to be in that. And of course, ask, why do you want to be in Mayfield? Oh, because the school systems. Well, again, you have to ask why. Why? So that's that's the point of today's important questions asked buyers. Why? Always ask why. This, why, that, why. And make sure you have your notes. Make sure you keep on asking that as time goes on and you're not finding, is this still a priority of yours? Maybe after a while they go, I'm not finding anything in my price range that has 4 bedrooms. Well, okay, maybe, it's more important to be over here or this price range. We could go down to a 3-bedroom. We're going to have to share or something. So I've seen people change their priorities when they don't get to find what they want in their price range, in their area, or quick enough because they need something. So always keep on asking questions, always keep on saying why or asking why, always keep on double checking with them to make sure their priorities haven't changed. So that's the tip for the day with buyers. So that's it. Have a wonderful Thursday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Bye-bye.